5 minutes of fire, no script, kind of sort of a freestyle, right? Week in review. I'm unsure. I think I'm gonna go with week 8 because I'm pretty sure last time I said week 7. This week was the final exam week for quote unquote the first semester for the students, and it's all in English. So they had a final project, which was last week, and then they had the written test, which was absolutely amazing. It was another opportunity where I felt useful. I mean, just being a teacher in the States and being a teacher here, you understand what's developed when students actually trust your answers and trust that you are the source of information. It's when the grasshopper wants to learn from the sensei, so to speak. Fantastic week. A lot of kids went in disappointed and discouraged, but then they tried. And every kid that sat there and had a look of absolute disappointment and discouragement, I said, hey, you're going to try. And then I would search for the simplest thing and give them test-taking strategies as a part of the practice. No answers, but test-taking strategies. Because the thing is, if you don't know answers, you have to have a strategy to find the answer. And I feel like this is something that was really beneficial. Every student finished the test that I spoke to all the students, but every student finished the test. I thought that was really a positive thing because they went in with a disappointment, and the value that I added, which is really, really important, is that the value that I added is really important, that they wanted to try. See, I think the purpose of a teacher is to encourage people to try. To believe that someone else believes in them and then let them take it from there. I think that's another level of encouragement. That's the difference of teaching. That's not even teaching, that's doing. That's more than words. That's a shown belief that I think is another level of absolute excitement. There's no specific value-added metric that you can answer that to show that. I thought once the juices started flowing for a lot of the students, it was another level of just pure bliss from them, because there was a confidence of, this thing that I don't particularly like doing, but I'm around at least 4 hours a week. Is something that's maybe kind of catching on, and I'm understanding the basics. So the purpose of the program to be immersed in culture as well as language is something that I think is very, really powerful. I was in the gym this morning, and I was explaining to my one of the trainers in the gym, that I learned so much Spanish from the students, because it's important that the teacher is able to communicate with the students. So clearly I can speak some Spanish, which is here or there. I can eat and travel and stuff like that. But I have a desire to do more, a desire for a greater level, because I don't know. I think life, being able to communicate with other people, is super, super important. I felt good, It felt good. It felt like I was a positive energy, and I don't know. I'm unsure of the words, but there is an affinity and an attraction and attachment that is growing. Even though I know it's everything's temporary, but it's specifically temporary. But I'm looking forward to more. Like in my now, it's really, really good. I have Monday off for some holiday that exists for some reason. So yeah, that's wonderful. and I look forward to being of value to myself and adding value to other people. And with 17 seconds, I think it's a Sting or Pink Floyd or I don't know. But I enjoy doing this once a week. Maybe I'll get a background and stuff later. Appreciate you.